So there is another storm headed for Michigan. Apparently there's going to be a big ice storm that's supposed to hit all of northern Michigan, so that pretty much eliminates my plans A, B, and C for this weekend's camping trip. Rather than not go, I found a place that was a similar distance from where I planned to go, so I'm headed to the Dolly Sods. I've never been to West Virginia, so I'm actually really excited, but this was literally a last minute decision, so I didn't have as much time to plan this trip, but the weather's supposed to be good, so I'm rolling with it. So following my GPS, I got to a road that was not the trailhead, but the rest of the road to get to the trailhead was blocked off, but I have to now walk up a road, which I think is a couple miles maybe, to the actual trailhead. So this just added probably 2 miles there and 2 miles back. Good old Google Maps. Didn't look like it was going to turn out to be the prettiest place I've ever camped, but as soon as you get up here, wow, it's honestly gorgeous. Well, that just gave me a boost of energy. Finally made it to the trail. It was actually only like a mile and a half, I think, on that road. But that's what happens when you don't plan properly. That was the wrong way, but looks like I just have some more road to walk down to get to the trailhead, but I know where it's at now. So I'm not really sure what loop I'll end up doing. There's a ton of options and routes that you can take throughout this little trail network here. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear right now. I'm kind of feeling like I'm a little out of shape. So we'll see. Also, not really the lightest packer in the world, so I've got a pretty heavy pack too. Bug just flew on my wrist. Is that a big old rain cloud above my head though? Oh boy. Yeah, you scared me too. So I just came up to what looks to be a campsite on the creek. It looks really nice. Oh my gosh, look at the little waterfall. So it is really nice, but my gut tells me it's not the one. It's only about 2 o'clock right now, so I think that I should be able to find something, hopefully, at least equally as nice as that one. So I'd like to get a lot further along. It's literally a beaver putting in all kinds of work right here. Make sure I'm still on trail. So it looks like I am going past the beaver pond. Actually looks a lot like the UP with all the tannins and everything in the water. So I picked a spot to camp. I did want to go a little bit further because it's about 3 o'clock right now, and I really wanted to push on until 5 o'clock, but looking at the map, it didn't look like there was going to be anything this nice anytime soon, so I figured I might as well take advantage of it. But I love this campsite. I mean, obviously it has this beautiful access to the creek right here. The tent pad and the fire ring are just right up the hill behind me. And actually, I'm glad that I stopped early because I was just thinking about it, and it's always like push, push, push. And then by the time you get to the campsite, you have to set up, find firewood, cook dinner, and then next thing you know, you're going to bed at midnight. I stopped a little bit early, but it means that I get to actually enjoy this beautiful campsite. So I'm actually really happy about it. Trying these drink mixes to see if they're any good. I was doing like electrolyte drink mixes, but I don't know if I was drinking too many electrolytes or something or what, but it was starting to give me headaches and stuff. I didn't realize that you're not supposed to just drink only electrolytes, despite what they tell you on the internet that everybody needs a million electrolytes. But anyway, this is a drink mix that's not electrolytes. It's just a drink mix to make your water taste good. So I'm gonna try it. Sometimes it's nice. I mean, I usually just drink water, but sometimes it's nice to have a little something, especially after a long hike. Something with a little bit of sugar in it. So that's really good. I got a variety pack, so I have a few other flavors to try. These clouds keep rolling in, so I figured that I should probably go ahead, at least get my tent set up. If you're on the internet and watch camping YouTube at all, you've probably seen this 10 billion times, because to be honest, I have. And that's probably why I bought it. The tent that I have right now is not a fly first setup, so what was really attractive to me really was just the fly first design. Okay, so it does not come with instructions. To be honest, I don't know if I can figure out the fly first setup on the fly. I'm just gonna set it up how I set every other tent up, and then I'll worry about the whole reason I purchased the tent another time. So it just occurred to me that the poles don't go on the inside of the fly, they go on the outside of the fly. So that is unlike any of my other tents, but yeah, I gotta go fix that. For sure that was the least efficient way to set up this tent, but it's set up. It's actually done. So I'm gonna put my stuff inside. Thinking that my bedding is probably overkill for 70 something degrees, but there was supposed to be some pretty wild temperature swings between today and tomorrow. At some point tomorrow it's going to get down to like 29 apparently, so I kind of have everything that I could possibly need. As much as I hate carrying all this stuff, I'd rather not be cold. Unfortunately, there are some things that don't change regardless of where you're camping. So I wasn't really even planning on using a fire pit on this trip. I brought my stick stove, but I don't think I can leave this like this. This is just gross. So I'm making clam chowder for tonight's dinner. It's partially dehydrated, and then I have some fresh ingredients also, but first thing that I wanted to do is make a roux, just to make sure everything thickens up. So now I added water and then rehydrated potatoes, onions, and garlic. I'm gonna add a can of clams. Okay, so I just added some chicken broth powder and it's simmering. The potatoes are pretty soft, so I think the next thing I'll do is add the heavy cream powder. Black pepper. Well, that was actually pretty quick. It is all done. So I brought some sourdough bread to eat with it. That is delicious. Hot. It's getting dark and a little bit chilly. Still gotta light those people's trash on fire. I honestly still don't know if it's all gonna burn, but just get as much of it as I can and then take the rest out. So it's about 12:30 right now. The wind just started picking up like crazy. So hopefully it dies down before tomorrow morning. It rained pretty hard for a few hours there, and it got really windy. It's actually still really windy. So I forced myself to get up because really all I wanted to do is just lay in my tent forever. But I obviously can't do that. I have to go back to my car. I'm making myself some coffee right now and breakfast to warm up, get a little bit of fuel in me so that I can hike out of here. I did plan on putting in a lot more mileage today, but considering the weather, especially the wind and how hard the wind is blowing and these trees are moving around, it's probably best for me not to do that. I could hike out to the Beaver Dam trailhead, get to a road, which I know will be a safe route to get back to. I say I know, jeez. I say I know, but I don't know. But I just assumed that the road would be safer than the trail with all the wind and everything. Not really sure which route I'm going to take. The wind is crazy. But I'll let you know. I just made a French toast batter out of powdered eggs, powdered milk, vanilla powder, and cinnamon. So I'm gonna let this sit for a second, then I'm gonna put my brioche bread in here and cook it with my camp stove. It's actually really good. A couple little burnt spots on the French toast, but it's really good. I'm gonna have to eat quick though because as you can see, the wind is even picking up, so I've got to get out of here soon. Well, I'll say that this tent did a really good job in staying waterproof, and it does feel really spacious in there. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little bit flimsier than my usual tent in the wind. I'm leaving and the sun just decided to come out. Still really windy though. So I'm thinking that I am gonna go back the way that I came. I'm choosing the option with the least amount of surprises, considering how unpredictable the weather seems to be these days. I do think that this was the right decision to go the way I know, because who knows how bad or how flooded those other trails are. I took this little side chute trail. There's a bunch of them, but I just passed this campsite. Now this is creepy. A headlamp and someone's tent. Here, there's 2 fire pits, like literally right next to each other. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. This type of thing always weirds me out, so let's go ahead and get back to the main trail as well. Well, I am back at the trailhead now. Still crazy windy, so I'm happy to at least be back to the road. Now I've got a ways to hike back down the road to my car. So it's definitely been an amazing trip despite the variety of weather conditions. But I loved that campsite. It's a beautiful area. I didn't see everything that I want to see here, but it just gives me a reason to come back, even more of a reason. So I've talked about my challenges winter camping, so I'm almost like, dang, spring you too? But that's just how it goes. So it doesn't take away from the experience at the end of the day. So I'm excited to have been able to complete a trip, and also excited to get back to my car. So if you made it to this point in the video, as always, I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.